Dear students, in this video on kinematics, we will study scalar and vector product of vectors with some numerical examples. So let us begin with scalar product of vectors. For vectors A and B, the scalar product is given by this relation vector A dot vector B is equal to AB cos theta. Now see, A and B, these are vectors, but the product is a scalar quantity, so it is called scalar product. Another thing here is, see, this AB are magnitudes of vector A and vector B, and theta is angle between the vectors. As you can see in this diagram, we have two vectors A and B, angle between them is theta, and their scalar product is given by this relation. Now, it is very important to put this tiny dot between the two vectors. This dot is important, and that is why we call it dot product also. So you have to put a dot between two given vectors. Another important point to note here is, see, I can very well write it as BA cos theta. The value will not change because these are all scalar quantities. That means this is equal to B dot A also. So product A dot B, vector A dot B is equal to vector B dot A. That is equal to AB cos theta. So scalar product follows commutative property. A very good example and familiar example is that of work done. Work done by a force is given by scalar product of force vector and displacement vector F dot S, that is equal to Fs cos theta, where theta is angle between the force and the displacement. So good example of scalar product. Now let us take some special cases here. First, for parallel vectors. Now when the vectors are parallel, angle between them is 0 degree and the value of cos 0 degree is 1, which is maximum value. So this scalar product A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. Cos theta is 1, maximum. So this scalar product is maximum. So for parallel vectors, the scalar product is maximum, AB. Example, again example of work only. See, when displacement takes place along the direction of force. Force and displacement are along the same direction. Then the work done, F dot S, is maximum using the same relation. And now for anti-parallel vectors or opposite vectors. And you know that anti-parallel means the angle between the vectors is 180 degree, like this one. They are anti-parallel. And the value of cos 180 degree is minus 1. So you can see that here A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. The value of cos theta is minus 1. So the product is minus AB. So that means a scalar product or dot product can be negative also. And let us take example of negative work done. Work done by frictional force is negative. Work done by a frictional force is negative. It is given by F dot S, that is minus Fs. And see, look at the diagram now here. F S friction. So if a body is moving along this direction, displacement is S, then there will be frictional force acting between the body and the surface in contact, and frictional force opposes motion, so it is in opposite direction. So the angle between these two forces is 180 degree, and so the work done is negative. So work done can be negative also. Now what if the vectors are perpendicular? Look at it. The value of theta is 90 degree and cos 90 is 0. We have taken two vectors perpendicular with angle between them as 90, and then you can see that A dot B is equal to AB cos theta is equal to 0. That means scalar product or dot product of perpendicular vectors is 0. And when force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, the work done must be 0. Here, the same relation, F dot S is equal to 0. And a very good example, and you know this example already. When a coolie carries a box on his head and moves on platform, he applies force in upward direction and displacement is in horizontal direction. So the work done by him is 0. See, look at it. Yeah, I've shown you a coolie and a box on his head, and look at it. The coolie is moving along this direction and बॉक्स को ऊपर की तरफ फोर्स लगाना पड़ेगा पकड़ने के लिए. दोनों के बीच में एंगल 90 डिग्री है. सो द वर्क डन बाय हिम इज 0. एन इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग टू नोट इज दिस डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज नॉट 0. कूली चल रहा है और ये जो अपवर्ड फोर्स है ये भी 0 नहीं है क्योंकि बॉक्स का वेट भी है. फिर भी फोर्स और डिस्प्लेसमेंट 0 नहीं है, फिर भी वर्क डन बाय द कूली इज 0. So that is one example of 0 work. And then scalar product in Cartesian coordinates. So you know this relation, A dot B is equal to AB cos theta, and look at it. We have unit vector I cap along x axis, j cap along y axis, k cap along z axis. So first we will find out scalar product of unit vectors. So see, the angle between I cap and I cap, they both will be parallel, so angle between them is 0. That means I cap dot I cap will be magnitude of I is 1, so 1 into 1 into cos 0, 1. So I cap dot I cap is 0. Similarly, j cap dot j cap is also 0. K dot cap k dot k cap dot k cap is also, these are all 1. Okay. So see, I dot I1, J dot J1, K dot K1. That you have to remember. Another thing, see, the angle between I and J is 90 degree. Angle between J and K is 90 degree. Angle between I and K is 90 degree. So in this way, you can see that I dot J will be 1 into 1 into cos 90, 0, and same will be J dot I because commutative property is followed. Similarly, J dot K is 0, K dot J is 0, K dot I is 0, and I dot K is also 0. So all these terms become 0. So you have to remember them. And now let us take general vectors. So for vectors, A is equal to x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, and B is equal to x2 I cap, y2 j cap, and z2 k cap. These are two vectors given to us and we want to find out their scalar product. So vector A dot B will be, put the value of vector A dot vector B and open the bracket. Multiplication करके आप सारे terms खोल लीजिए. So that's what I'm doing. First I'll multiply this term to each one of this one. So you get x1 x2 I cap into I cap plus x1 y2 I cap dot j cap plus x1 z2 I cap dot k cap, and now you multiply this to each term. So y1 x2 j cap I cap plus y1 y2 j cap dot j cap plus next term y1 z2 j cap dot k cap plus z1 x2 k cap dot I cap plus z1 y2 k cap dot j cap plus z1 z2 k cap dot k cap. So you can see that here I have got many terms, but only I cap dot I cap, j cap dot k cap, j cap and k cap, only these terms will be 1. Remaining all become 0. So I am left with this term, I am left with this term, and I am left with this term. Remaining all become 0. So, and the value of this is 1. So it is equal to x1. So the relation for dot product becomes x1 x2 y1 y2 Z1, Z2. So let us have a second look here. That means this scalar product of A dot B is, look at it, these two vectors. Coefficients of I are multiplied x1, x2 plus coefficients of j are multiplied y1, y2 plus coefficients of k are multiplied z1, z2 plus z1, z2. So आपको स्केलर प्रोडक्ट निकालना है तो एक्स वाई सॉरी आई जे के कोफिशिएंट्स को आप मल्टीप्लाई कर दीजिए और आपको रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा. So see the same relation here. And now let us take an example. So now it gets clearer to you. For vector A is equal to 4i cap plus 2j cap minus k cap and B is equal to minus I cap plus 6j cap, find scalar product vector A dot vector B and angle between them. Two things I want to find out. So first use the formula, this one straight away. Multiply the coefficients. I के coefficient multiply कर दीजिए आप. I के coefficients आप सीधे multiply कर दो. 4 minus 1 plus j के coefficients हैं 2 into 6 multiply कर दिया plus k का coefficient यहाँ पर -1 है और यहाँ पर k है ही नहीं, so -1 into 0. If you do not like, I do not have a k cap term here, that means इसका coefficient 0 है. So multiply, simplify, you get 8. And now you know this relation, A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. So cos theta will be equal to A dot B upon AB. Just change the sides and the value of A dot B we have just found out 8 upon AB. Now AB is magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So magnitude of A is this one, magnitude of B is this one. How? Just look at this relation. Magnitude of A will be under root 4 square plus 2 square plus minus 1 square. Under root 4 square plus 2 square plus minus 1 square. ये जितने भी coefficients हैं उन सब का square हो जाएगा. और magnitude of B will be under root minus 1 square plus 6 square. So put the values, you get cos theta is equal to 8 upon under root 21 under root 27. So in this way we can find out the scalar product and angle between any two given vectors. And now let us talk about vector product. Now when product of two vectors is a vector, it is vector product. So for vectors A and B, the vector product, these we have been given these two vectors A and B with angle between them as theta. So now the relation for the vector product is vector A cross vector B is equal to AB sin theta and unit vector n. Now, it is very important to put this cross sign. Vector product is represented by using a cross between the vectors. So we also call it cross product, right? And A and B are magnitude of these vectors. Sin theta, you can see angle between them is theta, and this n is a unit vector. See, magnitude of A cross B is AB sin theta, symbol for magnitude. So magnitude of A cross B is equal to AB sin theta, and I am going to talk about this unit vector. Now this unit vector n is normal to the plane containing vector A and vector B. See, कोई भी दो वेक्टर्स से पास होने वाला एक प्लेन होगा, सो यूनिट वेक्टर इस प्लेन के नॉर्मल होगा. सपोजिंग कि ये वेक्टर A और B इस पेपर के प्लेन में है, तो यूनिट वेक्टर इस पेपर के परपेंडिकुलर होगा, नॉर्मल होगा, और ये इनवर्ड हो सकता है, आउटवर्ड हो सकता है. सो इनवर्ड आउटवर्ड डिसाइड करने के लिए हमारे पास रूल्स हैं. let's see. This unit vector will be perpendicular to vector A as well as perpendicular to vector V. दोनों वेक्टर्स के परपेंडिकुलर होगा और उस प्लेन के परपेंडिकुलर होगा जिसमें कि A और B हैं. So now how to find out the direction of vector product? I want to find out direction of this unit vector basically. So first rule, we have two simple rules. Right hand screw rule. If a right-handed screw is placed with its axis normal to the plane of vector A and B. Screw you all must be knowing, पेचकस, and like any screw जिसमें कि बहुत सारे ऐसे होते हैं, and see something like this, and you can put inside any either wall or wooden block or anywhere, right? So if the axis of the screw is normal to the plane containing vector A and B and rotated through smaller angles. See, this vector A and B have, this is small angle and the bigger angle between them will be this one. So this screw is, if this say supposing vector A and B are in plane of paper, अगर ये वेक्टर A और B प्लेन ऑफ पेपर में है तो इस स्क्रू को हमने इस प्लेन ऑफ पेपर के परपेंडिकुलर पकड़ा हुआ है और इट इज़ राइट हैंड स्क्रू रूल. तो दैट मीन्स अगर इसको हम राइट हैंड में घुमाएंगे लाइक दिस वन, राइट साइड घुमाएंगे तो स्क्रू इस पेपर के अंदर जाएगा, इट विल गो इनसाइड. देन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन ऑफ द स्क्रू गिव्स द डायरेक्शन ऑफ the cross product A cross B. So then the direction in which the screw moves gives the direction of A cross B. So I'll just read out the rule once again. If a right-handed screw is placed with its axis normal to plane of vectors A and B and rotated through smaller angle, then the direction in which the screw moves is called, or it gives the direction of A cross B, right? So it's very important कि हमको स्क्रू मूव करना है स्मॉलर एंगल के लिए और फर्स्ट वेक्टर से सेकंड वेक्टर की तरफ. लाइक इफ इट इज़ A क्रॉस B, आई विल स्टार्ट एट A एंड देन मूव टू B. उल्टा नहीं कर सकते आप. अगर B से A की तरफ जाएंगे तो आपका स्क्रू बाहर आएगा और वेक्टर की डायरेक्शन चेंज हो जाएगी. देयर इज़ वन मोर इंटरेस्टिंग रूल and perhaps easier. If you curl the fingers of right hand from vector A to vector B through smaller angle, then the direction of extended thumb gives the direction of A cross B. आप अपने राइट हैंड का की उंगलियों को, फिंगर्स को कर्ल करो मुट्ठी की तरह और इस तरीके से कर्ल करो कि वो पहले वेक्टर से दूसरे वेक्टर की तरफ हो, A से B की तरफ हो. तो आपका जो थंब है, एक्सटेंडेड थंब है, जो थंब बाहर निकला हुआ है, वो थंब डायरेक्शन देगा A क्रॉस B की. सो लाइक हियर, इफ आई कर्ल माई फिंगर्स फ्रॉम A to B, देन माई थंब इज परपेंडिकुलर टू दिस प्लेन ऑफ पेपर एंड इनवर्ड्स. सो A क्रॉस B इज डायरेक्टेड इनवर्ड्स. और अगर मैं फिंगर्स को B से A की तरफ कर्ल करूँ तो मेरा थंब बाहर आता है. दैट मीन्स द डायरेक्शन ऑफ B क्रॉस A इज आउटवर्ड्स. सो हियर A क्रॉस B इज नॉर्मल टू प्लेन ऑफ पेपर एंड इनवर्ड्स. एंड लेट मी टेक वन मोर एग्जाम्पल. सपोजिंग कि माई वेक्टर्स A एंड B आर इन XZ प्लेन. दिस वेक्टर A एंड वेक्टर B, दे आर इन XZ प्लेन. सो इस XZ प्लेन के जो परपेंडिकुलर जो एक्सिस होगी वो y एक्सिस होगी, प्लस y एंड माइनस y. एंड यूजिंग एनी ऑफ दीज रूल्स, लेट मी यूज दिस राइट हैंड रूल, थंब रूल. सो आप अपने राइट हैंड के फिंगर्स को वेक्टर A से B की तरफ कर्ल कीजिए एंड योर एक्सटेंडेड थंब, रिमेंबर दैट आपको इसमें करना है, क्या कहते हैं, XZ प्लेन में, हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन में. सो योर थंब विल be directing downwards. See, A to B, your thumb will be directing downwards. So direction of A cross B is along minus y-axis, and डायरेक्शन ऑफ बी क्रॉस ए विल बी अलोंग प्लस वाई एक्सिस. अगर आप बी से ए की तरफ कर्ल करोगे तो आपका अंगूठा जो है अपवर्ड जाएगा वाई एक्सिस की तरफ, प्लस वाई एक्सिस की तरफ. सो हियर ए क्रॉस बी इज अलोंग माइनस वाई एक्सिस, बी क्रॉस ए इज अलोंग प्लस वाई एक्सिस. That means these two are equal and opposite vectors. That means vector A cross B is equal to minus vector B cross A. They have equal and opposite, they have equal magnitudes, opposite directions, and commutative property is not followed. So this is a very, very important concept. Okay. So now special cases here. For parallel vectors, when theta is 0, sin theta is 0, and the magnitude you can see A cross B will be AB sin theta. This magnitude becomes 0 और unit vector है आपके पास. So a vector with 0 magnitude is 0 vector. So you get 0 vector. So A cross B is a 0 vector for parallel vectors. And for anti-parallel vectors, when theta is 180 degree, sin theta is again 0. That means this magnitude AB sin theta becomes 0. You see, anti-parallel vectors हैं, A और B की direction opposite है, and here also their cross product will be a 0 vector. Now, for perpendicular vectors, theta is 90 degree. When this theta is 90 degree, then the magnitude will be maximum. Let's see here, the magnitude of A cross B will be maximum. Just see, magnitude will be maximum AB, and direction will be given by right hand rule only. And now vector product in Cartesian coordinates. So here the relation for vector product is A cross B is AB sin theta, unit vector. This, see, this 0 will not come, sorry. So here, if you look at it, the angle between I cap and I cap, they will be parallel, 0 angle between them, so their cross product will be 0. एंगल बिटवीन जे कैप एंड जे कैप विल बी 0, वो पैरेलल होंगे तो उनका भी प्रोडक्ट 0 है. और एंगल बिटवीन के कैप एंड के कैप विल बी 0, उनका प्रोडक्ट भी 0 होगा. सो आई क्रॉस, you can see, yeah. So I cross I is equal to 0, J cross J is also 0, K cross K is also 0. These all are 0 vectors. And now I have to think about the other cross products. So just think of it. If I take I cross J, the angle between them is 90 degree. And you see, using this, look at it, AB sin theta will give you 1. See, the value of A is 1, B is 1, sin 90 is also 1. So you get only one unit vector. So I cross J will give K. And if you use your right hand rule means आप अपने right hand के fingers को curl करें I cap से J cap की तरफ, तो आपका जो अंगूठा होगा, thumb जो होगा, वो Z axis की तरफ point करेगा. So that means I cross J is equal to K. So here I cross J is equal to K cap, and you know commutative property is not followed, so this is equal to minus J cross I. Similarly, J cross K will be equal to I. It will be equal to minus K cross J. Reciprocal commutative property नहीं follow करते. And similarly, K cross I is equal to J. That will be equal to minus I cross K. So you have to remember all these things. And Using them only, we will find out relation for A cross B. See. So if we have two vectors A and B as x1i plus y1j plus z1k and x2i plus y2j plus z2k, then their cross product, first vector cross second vector, and multiply, open all the terms bracket, and you get x1 x2. When you multiply by this term, you will get x1 x2 I cap cross I cap plus x1 y2 I cap cross j cap plus x2 x1 z2 I cap cross k cap, and in this way open all the terms, and you will get three terms of like I cross I, j cross j and k cross k. They all become 0 according to this one. And for remaining, you use this relation, these relations that we have discussed. So for remaining, you will get these terms x1 y2 k cap plus x1 z2 minus j cap plus y1 x2 minus k cap, and all. Just write them. Take common, like we have two terms of I, two terms of j and two terms of k. So simplify them, and the relation for A cross B comes out to be this much: I into y1 z2 minus z1 y2 plus j into z1 x2 minus x1 z2 plus k into x1 y2 minus y1 x2. Now this seems little difficult to remember, so we have an easier method to remember it. So here we can represent this cross product by using a determinant. Now what is it? What we do is A cross B, this A cross B can be written as, we use two parallel lines. First line write I j k, second line में first vector के सारे coefficient लिखिए x1 y1 z1. This third line will be all the coefficients of second vector x2 y2 z2. Now let's see how we do it. So here this is equal to, first you choose this I cap. So I cap, now inside bracket, just leave this column. अब हम इस कॉलम को बिल्कुल नहीं देखेंगे. Do not look at this column, और ये वाली रो भी नहीं देखेंगे. So now you get y1 z2. आप I के बाद सीधे इस वाले पर आ जाएंगे. y1 z2 minus y2 z1. y1 z2 minus y2 z1. Then for second term, write this j plus second term j into, leave this column and leave this row. So after j you move to k. आप एक सीधी लाइन में चलेंगे, you will not return back. So now cross multiplication. So z1 into x2 minus x1 into z2 plus, when you reach the third one, then leave this column, इस column को छोड़ दीजिए, इस row को छोड़ दीजिए, और when you move I j k, so after k you turn to I. So इस वाली लाइन में आ जाएंगे, तो you will get x1 y2 minus y1 x2. So this is called determinant, and it is very easy to solve and easy to remember also, right? And one more easy way I'll tell you how to remember the sequence. See, if I take I j k in cyclic order, you see, this is, I have taken clockwise. So how do we read it? I can say that I cross j is equal to k, j cross k is equal to I, k cross I is equal to j. So when you move क्लॉकवाइज, आप क्लॉकवाइज चलेंगे आपको सब पॉजिटिव मिलेगा, और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज चलेंगे लाइक जे क्रॉस आई इज इक्वल टू माइनस के, I cross k is equal to minus j, and k cross j will be equal to minus I. So this is called cyclic order. Or for clockwise movement, clockwise movement will be positive, anti-clockwise movement will be negative. So it is easy to remember this way. And now geometrical interpretation of vector product. So the formula is same, and magnitude, and here see the vectors are there. Let us complete this parallelogram and drop a perpendicular, and you look at it, this side is A, this angle is theta, और angle के सामने वाली side होती है sin. So this perpendicular will be equal to A sin theta, right? And now area of this parallelogram, you know area of parallelogram is area of base into height. No, sorry, base into height. Area is equal to base into height. So here base is B and height is A sin theta. Height is A sin theta, base is B. You can see B A sin theta. And I can also write it as AB sin theta. And you can compare it with this magnitude. Just look at it. So AB sin theta here, AB sin theta here. That means area of parallelogram is equal to magnitude of A cross B. So area is equal to magnitude of A cross B, or we write it this way also. So if you know two vectors which represent two sides of a parallelogram, we can find out the area of the parallelogram. And here comes a numerical problem. Let's see. Two sides of a triangle are represented by vectors A and B like this in centimeter. Find the area of the triangle. Now see, here I am talking about area of triangle. So area of parallelogram with these sides will be magnitude of A cross B. So find out magnitude of A cross B. Just look at it. So A cross B. Now, first line I, J, K as it is. Second line will be coefficients of A. A के coefficient क्या है यहाँ पे? 3 plus 2 minus 1. 3 plus 2 minus 1. Third line will be coefficients of B. So यहाँ पे coefficient of I is minus 1. Coefficient of J. J तो हमारे पास है ही नहीं. It becomes 0 and K is equal to 4. So we have put all the values here, and now for coefficient of I here, leave this column and leave this row. You get 2 into 4 minus 0 into minus 1, that is 0, plus for the second one J, leave this column, leave this row, and after J we will move to K, cyclic order. So minus 1 into minus 1, minus 3 into 4. Just look at it. So for J, you get minus 1 into minus 1, 3 into minus 3 into 4. For K, leave this column and row, and after K, you turn to I, cyclic order. So 3 into 0 minus 2 into minus 1. So put all these values, simplify, you get A cross B as 8I cap minus 11J cap plus 2K cap, and we will find out the magnitude. So area of parallelogram is under root 8 square plus minus 11 square plus 2 square. Simplify, you get under root 189 square centimeter. It is area. Simplify it further, and now area of triangle will be half of this area of this parallelogram. So this divided by 2, area of triangle. So I hope you understood this concept, and it is very, very important. Thank you for watching.